Hey everybody, welcome back. Oh damn it, we're doing this again. Well, we're playing Peacewalker. Welcome in everybody. It's good to see you. Etc, etc. And reactive is being a bitch. Service resource is being rate limited. The fuck does that mean? What? All right. Guess I'm gonna have to turn on VTube Studio, even though I don't want to. Where is it? VTube Studio. All right. Let's finish what I was doing here while we wait. That's fine. I wanted to clear out all of the
You're fired.
less good guys. All right. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Bop bop bop. There we go. Plug in my phone. Gotta do the thingy. All right. Oh. There. All right, well, it is what it is. Oh, right. You R&D. Intel, medical, mess hall, medical, mess hall, medical. Alright, the last time I tried to do this, the game crashed. I tried to do it off screen so that y'all wouldn't have to watch, so I'm gonna save first. There we go. Are these still going? No. Nah, nobody's doing anything. Alright. Let me head up to, like, the bees. Save real quick just to be safe. Let's do one of these real quick. Let's see if it freezes again. It's not looking good. All right. Let's kill it. Wait a couple of seconds and then try again. Beep, 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 beep. All right. So TLDR, if I try to do that, the recruit volunteers thing, the game freezes. So we're just not gonna do that. Also, hi Foxy. I don't know if I said hello. Hi. Thank you for dropping by. Hello. Alright, are we good? Yeah. So we gotta do side content until we unlock main content. So we're just gonna do that. Big boss, you can't fire me, you need me. I don't know about that one. The only person Big Boss needs is himself. Alright. Ooh. Hey, we're having pizza tonight, too. Neutralize all enemy mercenaries. Number of targets, 10. Let's get this. Alright, let's do this shit. I'm not having pizza. Vegas having pizza. What are you eating? Big Boss doesn't need a chef. He eats snakes raw. Boop. All right, you can come back. Boop. Soda. So he's eating himself? You fucking bet he is. Either mini quiche or caramelized onion chicken burgers. Onboard helicopter. Oh yeah, that happens sometimes. The best thing to do, just refresh the browser and then it will work. It's a weird Twitch chat issue. I don't know what causes it. Yeah, I've had it happen to me. Whoops. And another one bites the dust.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Have a good nap, sir. Oh, confidential documents. Boop. You're pretty good. How are you doing today, Punisher? It's good to see you again.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Alright, so I'm missing 2 guys. And I'm not sure where they are. Alright. Where's the last one? Inside? Is he inside? Oh, fuck. How did I miss that?
Head for the recovery zone. We'll pick you up there.
He was just chilling. He wasn't even hiding.
The folks back at Mother Base will be thrilled.
He wasn't even hiding from me. That's funny.
Snake, we've got a problem. Zadornov's not in his cell.
What?
He must have used his prosthetic as a blowtorch to cut through the bars, but we've managed to narrow down his location using a transmitter we planted on him. I'm adding a new mission. Find the KGB agent Zadornov.
Okay. Alright. B. And then you guys can go away.
You're
Fired.
Dornoff has escaped custody. Find him.
Okay. Chapter 5. Outer Heaven.
Find Zadornov and bring him back here with Fulton recovery.
Okay. Good night, sir. Damn, he could be fucking anywhere. What the fuck?
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
This is a bit much, don't you think?
I think I see someone.
No, you don't. Worthless. Worthless. Sure.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Do you know where they are? Yeah, I'm talking to somebody on YouTube. Yeah, Twitch's rules about multicasting are really weird.
The enemy? He's gotta be around here somewhere. We're under attack!
What's wrong? What's going on over there?
Oh, hey.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
I found it. Beep, 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 beep. So basically, I can have the Twitch chat show up on the screen, but if I have YouTube chatters show up on the screen for Twitch, Twitch does not like that. They don't want YouTube chatters showing up. It's very stupid. Yeah. Where am I going? Yep, he's worthless. Okay. I'm sure at some point I'll go back and grab all of the things off screen so I don't have to waste a bunch of time on stream.
Stay out of the water. That's beyond the scope of this operation.
Don't tell me what to do, bitch. I'll take that. Not you, though. Miller is your new boss? No, I'm the boss. I'm big boss. Apparently he disagrees. It's true. Miller does indeed have a huge penis. Is the doorknob? Have a nice
Try
nap.
using Fulton recovery on him. Head for the recovery zone. We'll pick you up there. I knew you could do it. Piece of cake, right?
Beep, beep, beep. I really want ice cream. Cute Schwitz.
So, you found me.
It wasn't hard. What are you up to anyway?
Just going for a stroll.
Kaz, I've got Zadornov, returning home.
Acknowledge, Snake.
Have you tried taking his arm?
Package for you, boss.
What?
Yeah, looks like a cassette tape. Don't worry, it's clean. No trace of explosives or anything. Return address just says Eva.
Eva?
Someone you know?
An old acquaintance.
Oh, the plot thickens. Tidings from an old flame?
Don't start, Kaz. Anyway, I'll check it out later.
Okay, just don't go running off after this chick. We can't afford for you to be distracted right now. There's something I need to discuss with you, boss.
Get to the point, Kaz.
We recovered the nuclear warhead that was loaded onto Peacewalker from the bottom of Lago Kosibolka.
What?
Warheads are radioactive, even if they're relatively stable. If we just left it there, it would contaminate the lake, or fall into the hands of terrorists.
Creating another crisis.
Right. So while the White House is figuring out how to cover its ass, I thought we'd take some precautions.
What did you have in mind?
Load it onto Zeke.
What?
What else would we do with it? Zeke is our deterrent. To protect ourselves from nuclear attack, we need a nuclear weapon ourselves. Of course, if you're not on board, we could always dispose of it. But it won't be easy getting another nuke. This is a golden opportunity. We could always get rid of it later. Load it onto some fishing boat and leave it out in the middle of the ocean. No one would ever know it's there. But if you want to get rid of it, boss, we'll get rid of it.
No, don't. As long as there are nukes out there, we need one ourselves if we're going to be a world power.
I knew you'd see it that way, boss.
Yeah.
So as long as we stand apart from nations, we need something to put us on equal footing. In a way, MSF is a country itself. And we just became the world's 7th nuclear power.
Nuclear power.
Yeah, bad call. Not a good idea. You shouldn't do that thing. Oh, Soliton radar. Look at that! It's pretty much always a bad idea to, you know, have nukes. All right, you three,
You're
get
fired.
the fuck out of here. Oh. Well, he died. Yeah, who would have guessed that having nukes was a bad idea? Maybe we shouldn't do that. All right.
You're fired. How's Paz doing?
Okay so far. Still shocked about being lied to by Zadornov. But she's actually getting along great with the crew here at Mother Base.
Really? That's good to hear.
Still, it's gotta be depressing for a girl her age to be cooped up on an offshore plant all day. Even if it is only temporary. I bet she'd love it if you took her out somewhere once in a while.
Tuxedo.
Pause date. Hey, how you doing? Here, have some tea. Yes, she is. Oh, pizza's ready. Oh god, how do I actually do that?
It's the enemy.
What? The enemy? Where?
Hold it.
Yeah! What are you talking about?
Thanks.
Yeah!
Impressive.
What? No way!
I'm counting on you.
What are you talking about?
Take cover.
What is it, Snake?
Vague has abandoned Rue? Wow.
Thanks.
Yeah!
Good luck.
Yeah!
Oh, don't worry. I know what the love box does.
I'm good to go.
What is it, Snake?
However, I don't want to go to prison.
Go, go, go.
Yeah?
I'm counting on you.
What are you talking about?
Good luck.
Yeah!
Here, have some tea.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Impressive.
What? No way!
How do I get out of here? All right, hold on. I'm gonna go get my pizza. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Oh. Do I just need the love box? One moment. Okay.
How's Paz doing?
All right. We got the love box.
Get inside. Box time. I'm going in. I knew you had it in you. You're pretty good.
Beep, 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 beep. Good enough. Pizza.
I'm going in.
What is it, Snake?
You're pretty good.
Really? Oh, I am so happy.
Impressive.
What? No way!
Thanks. Thanks.
Yeah!
Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah!
Impressive.
What? No way!
You're pretty good.
Really? Oh, I am so happy.
I'm good to go. Snake in.
Yeah!
Get inside.
Yeah!
Box time. Box time.
Yeah!
You're pretty good. You're pretty good.
Thanks.
Impressive. Impressive.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah!
Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah!
Snake definitely has the tism really bad.
Thanks. Thanks.
Thanks.
It's the enemy. Good luck.
Thanks.
Box time.
Yeah!
Get inside. Get inside.
Yeah!
I knew you had it in you.
Thanks. Peace.
I knew you had it in you.
Thanks. Peace.
Give me a hand. Give me a hand.
What is it? You okay?
I'm good to go.
I just want to make it perfectly clear that I am doing this because
Room
the
for
game
one more?
wants me to, not because I want to.
What am I going to do with you?
Foxy, she's like 15. Yeah, exactly. Ew. Fulton Recovery.
Let's get this mission started. Complete the mission and proceed to the Fulton recovery point so we can get you back alive and well. Good luck out there.
Stealth.
There. Yeah, it's kind of gross. I'm not a big fan of that mission.
Someone there.
I didn't even see that guy.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Someone there. Nothing here.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
I suspect the guy with the banana
Okay, you're done with that area. Head for the goal.
is the one that I need.
I knew you could do it. Piece of cake, right?
That's a good way to grind out intel levels. All right, combat team, medical team. Mess hall. Combat. Blue smoke.
Let's get this.
Combat.
All right. PKM. M16. Supply marker. All right, let's do this shit.
Stop the enemy reinforcements. Don't let them get in the boss's way.
I'm just gonna pull in a bunch of random guys and see if I get anything good. Oh, I shot him in the ass! Poor guy. Yeah, we're doing fine. This ain't hard at all. Quite literally shooting fish on a barrel. Not even fair. Done.
Mission accomplished. Hey, that was great. Can't wait to see what else you can do.
Ooh.
Bad news, Snake. Zadornov's on the loose.
What? Again?
It's funny. We took away his prosthetic and did a full body check. We even increased the guard.
You think he had help?
Impossible. Anyway, I'm adding a new mission. Locate and recover Zadornov.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go grab him again.
Snake, Zadornov's disappeared from his cell again. Find him.
Okay. What if I just kill him? What then?
Find Zadornov and bring him back here with Fulton recovery.
Oh, Miller, I'm sorry. I shot him. Boop. Boop. Hey, that ain't bad.
Fulton recovery subject, try using Fulton recovery on him.
Well, that didn't take long.
Head for the recovery zone.
Enemies
We'll
close
pick you
by.
up there.
Enemy sighted. Requesting backup.
Understood. Dispatching reinforcements now.
Not bad.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
I'm in HQ.
This is HQ.
This is patrol. All clear.
Understood. Return to base.
Box bomb. No, nothing up there. Psycho Mantis. That's not for a couple of games. Soda yummy. Yeah. Why not? I don't really need a C-rank engineer, but it doesn't really hurt.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed. I knew you could do it. Piece of cake, right?
Easy.
Kaz, I cut Zadornov.
Impossible. I thought I'd made it. Acknowledged and appreciated.
All right, triple the guard. Nice. Oh my god, this guy's a terrible soldier. Jesus. Get the fuck out of here.
You're fired.
Holy shit. Nah, I don't have enough. All right, where were we? Blow up the designated target. Can only be destroyed with C4.
Let's get this mission.
All right. Alrighty. C4. 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 What do you know? Let's fuck shit up, boys.
Destroy all enemy supplies with your C4.
Hey, buddy. Nap time. Hey, buddy. Nap
Fulton
time.
recovery helicopter is complete. Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Someone attack.
There we go.
What was that? Someone attacking?
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Bonk. Beep. 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 Ooh, documents.
Yes. Now get over to the goal.
Where the fuck is that at? Oh. Mmm, tortilla chips.
You did it. Keep it up.
Thank you, Miller. Easy. RPG. Yep.
You're fired.
Okay. What is next? Hold up all enemies?
Let's get this
Alright, this is gonna be tough, I suspect.
Get control of all the enemies by holding them up. Hold up all enemies. If you're discovered, the mission's over.
Freeze.
What was that?
I'm seeing things. Freeze. Freeze.
Okay, so far this is not as hard as I expected it would be.
Freeze. Freeze.
Hey, Rav, what's up? There can't be many more episodes of Man Plays Metal Gear Solid, right? Well, we still got multiple games left. So, yeah.
Freeze.
There are quite a few episodes. Because we gotta play Metal Gear Solid 4, we gotta play Phantom Pain, Ground Zero, Rising, and then that's it. But, like, those are all big games. It'll take a while. Yeah, it's Ape Escape.
Freeze.
Head for the recovery zone. We'll pick you up there. Mission complete. Great job.
Yeah, there's a lot of Metal Gear, Rev. There's a lot of Metal Gear. Banana. Ba, ba. SVD.
You're fired.
Banana.
Let's get this.
Metal Gear Survive is the worst game they ever developed. Yeah, no shit. It's pretty bad, and that's why I won't be playing it.
Neutralize all enemy attackers.
Is it just these three? Okay. Oh, there we go. Beep 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 beep. Sucks to be you, buddy.
Head for the recovery zone. Good job. Return to base.
Did Zadornov escape again?
You're fired.
See you fuckers later. Beep 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 beep. Snake gear retrieval.
Bad news. The boss has fallen into enemy hands. I'm sure he'll find a way to escape. Actually, I'm more worried about his gear. He's gonna have a tough time without it. That's where you come in. I need you to sneak in through the mine's underground passage and recover all of the boss's equipment. I know you'd like to rescue him yourself, but have faith. This will be more than enough. I'll be watching you. Good luck.
Like, are you Santa Claus, Miller?
Stealth.
Volaton radar. Alright. Let's do this shit, boy!
Gather up all the boss's equipment, and hurry! We gotta get to him ASAP.
How many areas are there?
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Come here, you fuck.
He's here!
Oh, fuck's sake. There. There we go.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Oh, wait. Never mind. I thought I saw something. Ugh, gross.
More of the boss's equipment is still out there. Make sure you recover it all.
I don't know where the last one is, so, fuck off.
Hide until the elevator arrives. Don't let anyone detect you. Okay.
Found it.
Good job. Return to base.
Beep, 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 beep. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. And you guys both suck.
You're fired.
Alright. 110? Let me do that first. Alright, T-72,
Commencing mission. You're in for some heavy combat with this one. Try and make it back in one piece.
Let's see if I can remember how to do this. M16. I don't need that. Alright, let's do this shit. Tank. Stupid, sexy tank. Alright.
Neutralize the enemy troops. They're trying to find you. Make sure they don't.
Enemies close.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Oh, I missed.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Enemies close by.
Fulton Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Where is he? There he is.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Enemies close. All around.
Damn it. Tank saw me. Let me restart. Try again.
Neutralize the enemy troops.
I was hoping the smoke grenade would make me invisible to the turret, but guess not.
Recovery helicopter is complete. Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
What is it?
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Enemies close by.
No, fuck you. You didn't see shit.
Enemies close by.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Okay. Now we wait. Oh, they just got fucking wrecked.
Somebody's in.
God damn, are you done spawning troops yet? Jesus Christ. Do you just shoot for no reason?
Enemies close by.
That's gotta be the leader. Can you take him down?
Oh my god, Snake, please. Oh no! There we go.
Their leader. Recover him
God, that
and
took
its mission
forever.
complete.
Alright, T-72 acquired. GG.
Snake, Zadornov has disappeared from his cell.
What? You're kidding, right?
Afraid not. You got a new mission. Find Zadornov.
Okay. I guess. You guys all suck! You're fired! Beep, 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 beep. Alright.
Snake, Zadornov's disappeared from his cell again. Find him.
Let's go find the guy. Let me just move these around a bit. There we go. Alright, let's go find the Russian. Wonder how good his hiding spot is this time.
Find Zadornov and bring him back here with Fulton Recovery.
B intel, not bad.
Fulton Recovery helicopter is complete.
Somebody there? Here he is!
Oh, that was close. Not worth it.
Somebody there?
Oh yeah, this guy. There. Meh.
Here he is!
Foxy badly described the game you were playing, and I was like, I know what that is? What did she say? I kind of want to hear this.
Fulton Recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Fulton Recovery helicopter.
Oh. Oh. Oh, hey, a prisoner. Some game where it wanted you to get in a love box with a 16-year-old. Yep, that's Peacewalker. Yep. Yep. Everybody knows that one. Ooh. Man.
He's here!
There we go. I fucking missed. How are you today? I'm doing alright. I'm tired, but you know, what else is fucking new? Oh. I'm told that it only gets worse as I get older.
Who's that?
Found him.
Try using Fulton recovery on him. Head for the recovery zone. We'll pick you up there.
I'm gonna keep going. Fuck you, Miller.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Whoops. Meh. Anybody else? One more guy. Bro, you're fucking worthless. I mean, I'll grab you, but...
All right. Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Lol. There.
Mission complete. The folks back at Mother Base will be thrilled.
Alright, we got him again.
Found our friend, Kaz.
Damn it! And I was so close. Great. Good work, Snake.
This is getting a bit ridiculous. Can we just cut his legs off?
You're fired.
There we go. Nice. Meh, 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 meh.
You're fired. You're fired.
Intel. Medical. Intel. C.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
There we go. Bah. All right, where was I? No. I really don't want to fight the MiG. I hate fighting the MiGs. Alright. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Alright. I'm back.
Commencing mission. You're in for some heavy combat with this.
Uh-huh. I'm sure I am. Alright. Let's do this shit. I got some crackers. I wanted a snap. Oh boy. It's a hind.
Forget about the chopper for now. Just take out the troops. They're trying to find you. Make sure they don't.
Miller, what if I told you about telling me what to do?
Watch your backs!
Enemies!
What the fuck was that? What?
Oh, it can't be over yet.
That was stupid. What the fuck?
Neutralize the enemy troops. They're trying to find you. Make sure they don't. Watch your backs!
Enemies close by!
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Snack time.
Backup units deployed now!
Enemies close! What is it?
Watch your backs!
The enemy's attacking! Going to alert status!
No, you're not.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Backup units deployed now!
Bonk.
Subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Backup units deploy now!
Enemies.
Watch your back!
Go. Ow.
Backup units deploy now!
Cracker time.
Watch your backs!
Enemies close by.
Backup units deploy now!
Enemies.
Oh, this is getting ridiculous.
That's gotta be the leader. Can you
There we
take
go.
him down?
Not for the really hard part.
Get out there!
There we go. Easy.
That takes care of their leader.
Cracker time.
Recover him and it's mission complete.
I say crackers, but these are basically cookies. It's like if a cracker and a cookie had a baby. That's what I'm eating right now. They're really yummy. Oh, cool.
You're fired. You're fired.
Alright, anything else? Nope. Alright. KPZ 70.
Commencing.
Also, we should listen to these.
Hello, Snake. It's been a while, hasn't it? I hear you've been causing quite the ruckus in Nicaragua. Nothing much to report from my end. The legacy's being put to good use. Or so they tell me. But enough with the small talk. There's something I need to tell you. You saw the photo that came with this tape, right? The boss gave that to me 10 years ago. I'm sorry, I should have told you sooner. I probably should have told you right away. But sending it to you hasn't been an easy decision to make. It's taken me 10 years. Once you've heard what I have to say, you'll understand why. That photo belonged to her. I know what you're thinking. What does she have to do with this? You've probably seen it 100 times in the press already. Obviously, it's of the Mercury 7, the first group of American astronauts, the heroes of Project Mercury. But there were actually 8 people in that photo. One of them was edited out, erased, without a trace. That 8th astronaut, the one airbrushed out of existence, that was her, Snake. Now, why did they need to keep her existence a secret? What were they trying to hide? The answer goes back even further. 17 years ago. It was the height of the Cold War. The Eastern and Western blocs were racing to develop space technology to match their nuclear arsenals. In 1957, the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1, the first artificial satellite. The Americans were stunned. They'd been led to believe their country led the world in science and technology. That shock quickly turned into fear. If the Russians had the know-how to launch a satellite into space, they could use it to launch a nuclear missile, too. Frantic, the U.S. threw everything it had into the space race. The following year, the Army succeeded in launching the first American satellite, Explorer 1. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration was established that fall.
Woo! Go
Mercury
NASA!
with it. The goal was to send a man into space, and 7 men were chosen as pilot candidates. The media dubbed them the Mercury 7. They were immediately hailed as national heroes, icons of Western space exploration. But after Explorer, America suffered a series of failed rocket launches. Desperate, the government made a fateful decision. Unable to wait for its space program to mature, they'd steal the Soviets' technology, at the same time sabotaging their space program. You know better than anyone how hard a mission that was. The Soviet space program was shrouded in secrecy. Recovering that information would be no easy task. Using the help of an insider, they'd insert a sleeper agent into the research institute, or else recruit one of those insiders to do the job for them. And, if necessary, the mission leader would have to go in and sort things out themselves. Someone was needed with experience, knowledge, and superior intuition. And the only one for the job was the boss. The president himself asked for her by name. He needed someone who could be trusted with the fate of a nation. Who else to turn to but the hero of the Second World War? It was June 1959. So you see, Snake, that's why she left. That was the top secret mission that took her from you. But her selection ruffled a few CIA feathers. They didn't appreciate the president going over their head like that. The mission was tough enough already, and now the CIA was dragging its feet. She couldn't get anything out of them. No manpower, no information. Left to her own devices, the boss made a decision she knew would come back to haunt her. She decided to tap into the Philosopher's Network. And that's when the wheels of fate began to turn.
What photo was she talking
Society
about?
of power brokers formed in a pact between the US, Russia, and China in the early 20th century. Of course, by that time, the American and Soviet branches had already parted ways. But there were those among the remaining Russian philosophers not entirely happy with the one-party communist state. The boss reached out to them. She arranged clandestine meetings in Berlin, hoping to find a way into OKB-1, the Soviets' premier design bureau. She worked tirelessly to win their sympathy, in some instances using huge sums of cash, in others by helping them over the Berlin Wall. It was a dangerous game to be playing. The philosophers had everything on her, and not just information either. She'd given birth to a child on the battlefield, only to have them immediately snatch it away. I know she told you that story. If that child was in the hands of the Soviet philosophers, she'd be putting more than just herself in danger. But she did what she had to do. At the time, the Soviet Union was believed to have an arsenal of missiles far greater than that of the United States. If that proved to be the case, Moscow would be free from the yoke of nuclear deterrence, raising the possibility that the Soviets might actually launch nukes if they felt it necessary. As you know, the so-called missile gap turned out to be a Soviet bluff. Moscow had gone to incredible lengths to perpetuate the lie. In fact, the whole space race was really just a part of an elaborate ruse. Only we didn't know that at the time. She used to joke that even she swallowed the whole missile gap story, hook, line, and sinker. She put her life on the line, for the sake of her country, to prevent nuclear war. And it was because of her sacrificial efforts that America succeeded in placing a sleeper agent inside OKB-1. NASA began to receive huge volumes of technical data from the Soviet program. By the end of 1959, they'd succeeded in sending a chimpanzee named Sam on a ballistic rocket flight. The rocket
Poor
never left
Sam.
the atmosphere. But all the same, it was a huge success for NASA, restoring confidence in its technology. Then, just when the operation was starting to produce results, the CIA came calling. "You're a war hero," they said. "No need for you to dirty your hands with this sort of black ops. We'll take it from here." In effect, they wanted to reap the rewards for themselves. But the boss didn't object. "My part is over," she said. "I don't care what you do with the data now." It seemed as if NASA was making great strides toward manned spaceflight, while the Russians lagged behind. They even got a report from their mole at OKB-1. "The safe return of Sam has sent our scientists into a panic," he said. Soon afterward, the Soviet Union sent an animal of its own into space on Sputnik 2, the dog Kudryavka, better known to the world as Laika.
I know that one.
Laika was fated never to return to Earth. The U.S. can recover its spacecraft from the ocean upon re-entry.
Poor dog.
But the Soviet Union only borders the frozen Arctic. They had to bring their spacecraft down on land. How could they soften the impact enough to bring a living creature back safely? The agent reported that the Soviets hadn't yet found a solution to that problem. The plot to sabotage the Soviet space program seemed to be working, too. First, they tampered with Sputnik 4's re-entry. Then, 2 months later, one of their rockets exploded on the launch pad. They did manage to send 2 dogs into orbit aboard Sputnik 5 and return them safely to Earth. But the agent dismissed it as a fluke. Dogs, sure, but humans? They didn't have the technology. Everybody believed it. Everybody was complacent. Everybody. Except the boss. There was something about the Sputnik 5 schematics they were getting that didn't seem right. Some kind of ejection device on the capsule that didn't quite belong. She couldn't figure out the reason why it was there. What was it supposed to eject? NASA shrugged off her concerns. They figured it was probably meant to eject the flight recorder in case of an accident. The boss pleaded with them to investigate, but the CIA wasn't having it. They probably thought she was trying to reclaim some of the glory for herself. The boss wouldn't give up. She decided to head to the Soviet Union herself, alone, without any backing from the CIA. By the beginning of the next year, 1961, she'd succeeded in infiltrating OKB-1. That's when she saw the truth, for the first time. The sleeper that she'd worked so hard to place was a double agent. He'd been turned by the Soviets and was feeding the Americans lies. But what shocked the boss even more was why. The CIA's access agent had been taking a large cut of the sleeper's pay. The sleeper felt what little he was left with wasn't worth the risk. When he got a better offer from Moscow, he took it. At some point, the Americans' intelligence operation had become an open book to the Soviets. And contrary to what the sleeper had been reporting, the Soviets' manned spaceflight technology was quite advanced. It wasn't until she infiltrated OKB-1 herself that the boss learned the truth about Sputnik 5. After the spacecraft re-entered the atmosphere, it ejected the pilot, seat and all, at an altitude of 7,000 meters. It was the Soviet solution to the problem of land recovery. The mystery device attached to Sputnik 5 was for that purpose. The pilot would parachute down from that high altitude wearing a bulky spacesuit. Crazy, I know. The Soviets knew exactly how dangerous it was, of course. So much so that they gave Yuri Gagarin, the first man in space, a special 2-rank promotion before re-entry. Only Moscow could come up with this kind of plan. With total state control over information, they could easily pretend it never happened in the event of a failure. The boss passed the info on to NASA. It was their worst nightmare. The glory of mankind's first spaceflight was about to be stolen from them by the Soviet Union. It was Sputnik all over again.
Have you considered that maybe your husband is waiting for you to point it out to him?
Their ineptitude had caused the fiasco in the first place. The Soviets' deception was brilliant. They'd woven a masterful tapestry of truth and fiction to convince the Americans their intelligence operations were proceeding as planned. No one but the boss could have seen through it. It was obvious the Soviets had some gifted minds working on their side. But that certainly didn't excuse the CIA's massive failure. The CIA wasn't done, though, and devised an ingenious plan to avoid taking responsibility. Luckily for them, a new president had been elected the previous November, John F. Kennedy. As he didn't know the case history when taking office, the CIA was able to feed lies to his new administration. They masked their own failures, placing the blame squarely on the boss's shoulders. After all, she'd selected an unreliable sleeper. They claimed she'd failed to make use of one of the most effective means of controlling a sleeper agent's actions: holding their family hostage. The boss was well aware that would have worked. She told me so later. But but she couldn't bring herself to do it. It seems clear it had to do with having her own child taken. She could never inflict the same pain on anyone else. The CIA used that against her. In his election
No surprise.
campaign, Kennedy had vowed to close the missile gap with Moscow. If America lost the space race, that promise would be worthless. The fact that the president had no links to the philosophers only made things worse. He was completely unaware of the secret networks she'd used to complete her mission. In his eyes, she was no better than a traitor. The fate that awaited her was cruel beyond belief. The order came down from above. The boss would take the official blame for the sleeper's betrayal. More so, she'd serve as the guinea pig for NASA's manned spaceflight program. By then, NASA had gotten as far as sending a chimp named Ham into space. Now came a whole battery of ground tests to pave the way for a human to take its place. High G tests, zero G tests, spacesuit tests, simulations in pressurized oxygen environments. Some of the tests were highly dangerous, too dangerous for the Mercury 7, who were by then already media darlings. So the boss was made to stand in for them. She could have refused the order, argued her side of the story against the CIA, but she didn't. The way she saw it, her military experience made her a potentially valuable asset to those tests. She felt it was her duty to accept. She soon proved herself right. The boss was more than just a guinea pig. She drew on her experience to give the staff focused advice exactly where it was needed. NASA's space program took off again. At the rate they were going, putting a man in space seemed within reach. The higher-ups at NASA were impressed with her talents. They took to calling her the 8th astronaut, the Mercury Lady. The photo I sent you was taken around that time.
What photo?
Maybe they were planning to use it as propaganda, the world's first female astronaut. But then, just as things were looking up, they hit a new snag. The government told them to add a window. There were no windows in NASA's spacecraft back then. Ham never saw the stars around him. But Washington insisted. Their sources told them Soviet spaceships had windows. Space exploration as a form of propaganda in itself.
It is, it's
After
true.
all, what was the point of sending a man into space if he couldn't tell the world what he'd seen? Most of all, though, they simply couldn't have the Russians doing something they
Also, I
couldn't.
feel like this might be a
It was
true
sheer
story,
madness, and everybody knew it.
but I don't remember.
NASA was already facing impossible deadlines. Now they were adding yet another element of uncertainty to the mix.
The window thing, I mean.
Installing a window would both weaken the spacecraft and make it harder to shield the occupant from cosmic rays. They weren't about to put their Mercury 7 golden boys in that kind of danger. So the boss was chosen as the pilot instead. Even if she made it up into space, she was given less than a 20% chance of returning to Earth alive. But she took it in stride, even helping them make the necessary design changes to the Mercury capsule. It was like going to work every day at NASA to make her own coffin. Then, without warning, the US received intelligence that the Soviets had moved their Vostok spacecraft to the launch site. The launch was set for the following day, April 12th, 1961. America couldn't let the Soviets beat them with Vostok. NASA was forced to cut short the testing process and move the launch date up. They pulled out all the stops to get it scheduled for the earliest hours of the next day. The spacecraft would be launched from Cape Canaveral in the dead of night. For the flight path, they chose a course that would take her as far east as possible. She'd be able to see the Earth in daylight from the window, at least for a little while. The boss climbed into the Mercury capsule, having completed less than 80% of the regular flight procedures. Both the timing and the flight path were risky, and testing was far from complete. But NASA had no other choice. The boss, for her part, never expected to come home alive. She was going on a one-way trip, the American version of Laika the dog. And yet she went all the same. Someone has to be first, she said. If fate has chosen me, then I accept, for my country, for the balance of the world. That's how she saw things. My chances may be slim, but I'll take them. I've accepted my fate. If anyone can get through this, I can. Then, on April 12th at 1:30 in the morning, the boss entered space. It was nothing short of a miracle. First, that she'd made it in an incomplete spacecraft. And second, that her flight coincided almost exactly with Gagarin's. As the sun rose over the horizon, and cosmic rays began to bombard her through the window, she saw the Earth. I think you've heard the story before. It was a world without borders, a perfect jewel. All nations, all ideologies. They seemed so far away. It almost made her laugh, knowing that they'd risked so much to beat the Soviets by a few short minutes. If she'd seen Vostok from her window, she probably would have waved. But the two spacecraft were destined for very different fates. Gagarin circled the Earth and returned to the Soviet Union, safe and sound. The Mercury capsule, on the other hand, deviated from its planned re-entry angle. The addition of a window had thrown the capsule's aerodynamics off balance.
No shit.
The boss's coffin veered wildly off course and began to plunge earthward. The course deviation caused the capsule to miss its splashdown point by a wide margin. It didn't have enough time to decelerate before crashing into the sea. The force of the impact shattered the spacecraft before it started to sink like a stone. The boss used the last of her strength to escape to the surface. Her body was covered in bruises and scorched by radiation. It was a miracle she was still alive. She slipped into a coma and didn't regain consciousness for 6 months.
Yeah.
What was worst of all was that she had lost the space race to Gagarin by only a few minutes. That aside, it should have been a proud day for America. Its first manned spaceflight. Sadly, her accomplishment was kept out of the history books. An attempt to save face by Washington. In contrast to Gagarin's orbital flight, America had only managed a ballistic trajectory. Her flight time was much shorter, too. And most importantly, the Soviets had brought back both spacecraft and pilot safely. NASA couldn't even conjure up a half-hearted tale of heroic survival. The coup de grace, though, was the Soviet propaganda campaign that kicked into gear after the flight. The Earth was blue. Those were the words of Gagarin on his return, and the whole world was listening. In the blink of an eye, Gagarin was an international celebrity, earning accolades from every corner. It was
What a surprise! Your ISP is incapable of doing its job.
Meanwhile,
Wow.
Washington could only grit its teeth in silence. They decided there was no value in making the boss's flight public, that it would only make matters worse. So they buried it instead, labeling it a dark mission. NASA and the CIA did everything in their power to erase all traces of the boss from Project Mercury. The result was the photo you see before you. Not a bad job, huh? Not only did they expunge her told me everything. Why did she open her heart to me like that? At the time, I couldn't understand it. But now, I think I do. Snake, she wanted you to know the truth. She chose me to tell you. That's why she saved my life. I've lied to you so many times, but not this time. My orders from the government were to obtain the legacy and to eliminate everyone who knew the truth about what happened. In other words, I'm supposed to...
No, whatever.
The course deviation caused... Should she find awaiting her return to Russia? The one who'd turned her sleeper against her. Who'd fed them lies all this time.
The Sorrow?
It was her former comrade in arms.
Yeah!
The father of her child. The man known as the Sorrow. He didn't know it was the boss who'd sent the sleeper. Or to be more precise, the Soviet philosophers never told him. Former lovers, forced to fight to the death. One would live and one would die, she told me. That was the revenge the Soviet philosophers had in store for me. If both of them survived, their child would suffer in their place. They were left with no other option. The boss shot him. He offered no resistance. When she returned from the Soviet Union, there was no place left for her to go. She'd sacrificed everything. Everything. For her country. And in return, they treated her like a dead woman. She was made a scapegoat for no good reason. Only because power had changed hands in Washington. Any lesser being would have long since cracked. It was then that one of her old SAS comrades reached out to her. Major Zero. And so Fox was born. She undertook a mission that, well, you should know better than anybody. You were a part of it. 20 days after Shepard's flight, President Kennedy announced that America would put a man on the moon. Without the intelligence the boss obtained, America's space program would never have caught up. Armstrong and Aldrin might never have walked on the moon. But the Americans' gain had cost the boss her health, her honor, and the man she loved. The word tragedy doesn't even begin to describe what she endured. The Soviets continued their manned space flights, and in 1963, Valentina Tereshkova became the so-called first woman in space. It's said they took their cue from NASA's long-buried Mercury Lady project. And so that, Snake, is the mission that kept her away from you. For for so long. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why not use me as her agent? She knew I'd never even think of betraying her. I think it's because she didn't want to drag you into it. She probably knew what was going to happen. To complete the mission, she'd have to turn to the philosophers, and once she did that, whatever came of it, there'd be a price to pay. No one understood that better than her. So please, Snake, let it go. When she gave me the photo, she left me to decide whether or not to pass it along to you. I know she was torn about it, just as I was. She knew you'd probably blame yourself. Why did she hold on to it for so long? That, I can't say. To remind her of how much it hurt to be erased. She wasn't that kind of person. No. I think she meant it to be a message to you. She had her identity, her life, taken away. But she wanted you, of all people, to know the truth. Snake, you've probably already figured this out, but it's no accident that I'm only now sending you something I've withheld for so long. A little bird tells me you recently made a big decision. You and the boss are different people. I understand that. And I'm not trying to second guess you. I simply wanted you to know what she saw, how she felt. That's all. Keep it with you, Snake. Keep it deep inside. Don't ever forget the path she took. Because you and I are the only people on this earth who know the truth.
Boss, I'm sorry, but I can't.
Anyway, let's go kill this tank, shall we?
Neutralize the enemy troops. Strike before they spot you.
Don't tell me what to do.
Enemies close.
Main cannon ready to fire! Fire! Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Any luck with the ISP Vig?
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Have you tried calling them and telling them to suck a fat one?
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
I'm out.
Enemies close.
Lamau.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
What was that? Enemies close. Ah! What was that? Go around!
Fuck.
Grenade! Move in!
Ow.
Go around! Trust me, cover! Move in!
Ow. I might have to restart the mission. I'm not sure if it will lose the alert or not. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart. God, that shit's annoying.
Neutralize that tank unit. You can do it. They're trying to find you. Make sure they don't.
Enemies close. Enemies close by.
recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Enemies close by!
Damn it.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Enemies!
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Fuck you! God damn it!
Don't worry about the tank. Just focus on the troops. Strike before they spot you.
Enemies close!
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete. Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Oh, well. He got killed by the tank.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete. Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
Alright.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Gotta kill the rest. You'd think they'd be a little suspicious. Hi, Foxy. Anything on deck after you beat Metal Gear Solid 6 reunification? I don't know. I got no shortage of games in my list. Ow. The list of games that are in the stream list is pretty long. Very, very long. Butthole. Alright. That's another mission down. Yeah, I'm multi-streaming, Vague. Foxy is on the other platform that I'm not allowed to display on Twitch, or I'll get in trouble. You're fired.
You're fired.
There we go. Let me get rid of some of these guys.
You're fired.
All right. What's next? LAV type G. A hind.
This is a high...
We're gonna do the poopa.
Combat.
Law, Carl Gustav, MG3, Chaff Grenade, Supplies. All right. We're gonna fight the Poopa. The Poopa Scoopa. Yahoo! All right, let's do this shit.
Utilize the Pupa AI weapon.
The Poopa. You're a pooper? Yeah, we all are. That's kind of how buttholes work. Ouchie.
They've okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
Fuck you. Oh shit, I missed. Haha, fuck your booster, bitch. Ow.
They've okayed the request for support. They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak.
Oh no. Yeah, boosters down, bitch. Fuck your couch. Ow.
Shock output at maximum. Engaging shock meter. Target locked.
All right, one leg down. Oh no.
They've okayed the request for support. They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak.
Oh no 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 no! She didn't like that. Ow.
Shock output at maximum. Engaging shock meter.
And another leg down. Ah, shit. Shit.
At maximum. Engaging shock meter. Target locked.
I need ammo. Ow.
Shock output at maximum. Electric sharpness. Target locked.
Fuck your couch.
Shock output at maximum.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Electric sharpness.
Never mind, I got lucky.
They've okayed the request for support. They're sending out a cardboard box as we speak.
Target locked.
Oh my god, you're such a pain in the ass, you fucker.
Not already. You haven't stopped it from moving.
Others outside. Others outside. Others outside. Others outside. Others outside.
To the AI pod. And
Oh, finally. Alright.
pull out all the unlocked memory boards. Pull out the memory boards. All the unlocked boards will have icons over them. Any boards you remove can be used to build our own AI weapons. Memory boards have different functions according to the icons displayed over them. Go ahead and take whichever ones you want. If you attack parts on the exterior of the machine, the memory boards that control those parts should light up. You can tell what a memory board does by looking at its color when it lights up.
There. Not bad. Had a few seconds to spare. Good shit. Ooh. Hey, new plant. Oh, okay. I wanted to see what that did. Alright, the rest of you go in the trash. You're fired.
You're fired.
There we go. Alright. Did Dickhead escape again yet? I don't remember if he does it anymore. Okay. I think that's enough for tonight. We've been going for 3 hours. I'm tired. We're gonna call it here. Whew. Okie dokie. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for coming out. Drink lots of water. Eat your food. Kill Nazis. And I'll see you on Monday. Okay? Bye-bye.